Why reality is malleable. Hola, beautiful soul, and welcome to Live Beyond the Illusion, where we're going to dive into another illusion today so that we can free ourselves, free our soul. I'm Jody, and let's dive in. Why reality is malleable. Reality is malleable because, well, quantum physics is proving everything's consciousness. And what does that really mean? Everything is energy. Like this chair I'm sitting in, my glasses, probably this top, the phone I'm filming on. If they were to take a little piece of each one, and put it under a microscope, they would find that the molecular structure of the item is oscillating, which means it's vibrating, which means it's moving. So even though everything feels really solid while we're here, and it is, reality is still malleable. Because, and this is the important part, you are your reality, just like I am my reality. So we've come down here to play this game called Life on Planet Earth, and we take on these avatar suits and we create characters, kind of like those virtual reality games, right? But our characters that we've created haven't really been our choice in a sense. Most of the programming is done between 0 and the age of 7 because we live in like a theta state, and a theta is right before sleep, deep meditation. So even though your children, if you've had children, might be off playing in the corner and you're talking to your girlfriends or you're having a little heated discussion with your husband, or it doesn't matter, they're actually taking in everything. They're like sponges. They're just open vessels. And don't do that, you can't do that, that's not safe, yeah, but this is the way the world works. All those things get filtered in, and this character is created. And it's by well-meaning people. I mean, it's not a judgment. We all are doing the best we can. And some of us along the way started questioning things like this. There's something odd here. Something doesn't seem right. Do you think we just came down here to work 40 hours a week for 40 years? And barely get by, some of us? Or, just different things like that. So we are all programmed really by the age of 7. Dr. Bruce Lipton has proved this, cell biologist. He can take a teenager, a 40-year-old, and, well, he can take a 7-year-old and predict basically what kind of adult they're going to be, because the programs are already laid, and then you just go through life repeating patterns. If you were to be honest with yourself and just stop this video for a minute and just looked at your life, are there certain patterns, certain themes? Even though in time, space, reality, there's no time, there's that perception of time based on our memories, which are our thought in the moment of now, but of who we've been and what we've experienced, right? So are there patterns? So we've also been programmed to believe that there's this one reality and there's nothing you can do about it, and the government's this and that and blah, 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 blah. But when you really understand the truth of who you are in reality creation, you understand that reality is malleable, because reality is you. You are your reality. So today I wake up and I'm in a fantastic mood. And I'm going about life, and actually today that happened. I woke up, I was feeling great. I had a nice little workout. I walked my dogs. I went to the Gringo market, and I hadn't been for a couple of months, different reasons. And I just had the best conversations and interactions and the best service, because I went there with the intention, today's my best day. I'm everyone's top priority. It's just gonna be fucking phenomenal. And it was. Yesterday I woke up and I wasn't in a great mood. I didn't feel great. I just felt off, and this happened and that. I don't even remember, because it's, so you dictate, because reality is always responding to you, because reality can only reflect back to you what you were projecting out, always, every second of every day. So we're doing it all the time. But we get caught up in these ways of being, personalities, habits, beliefs, programs that aren't always in our best favor or serving us. But we really don't stop to question them. They're like, well, that's the way I've always been like that. Okay, fine. Is it serving you? Do you like it? Would you like to change it? Are you living your dream life? Does that help you with your dream life? Or are you stuck in a hamster wheel that you feel like you're stuck or looping, or you're in these programs of I'm not good enough, yeah, but I can't kind of scenarios. So when you shift those, when you decide, no, this is who I am, this is how reality's going to be, because reality, see, you're the operant power, always. That's why reality is malleable. We have to learn that we are the operant power. We're the controller. The 3D really is our bitch, because it's reflecting back to us who we've been, who we're being. So to make reality malleable more in your favor, you have to really get honest with yourself and, well, this happened yesterday or the day before. Well, who was I being? And it's not to beat yourself up or judge yourself. It's having an awareness. Oh, well, I was kind of in an bitchy mood. Well, no wonder that kind of came back and affected me. Okay. You just become more aware. It's not oh, wow, I shouldn't have, I couldn't have, it's nothing like that. But reality responds to who you are being. That's why it's malleable. So there's this saying, you've probably heard, if a tree falls down in the forest and no one's around, does it make a sound? Well, quantum physics is taking it even further. If no one's around, is there a forest? And you might go, WTF? Is she talking about? So if everything's vibrating and oscillating, and everything's energy, and energy can't be destroyed nor created, it can only change form, does reality only appear because of our five senses? Five senses. What I see, what I hear, what I taste, what I touch, what I smell. And beyond that, does it exist? I'm sitting over here on one side of the house, but I can't see the other side, so does it exist if I can't see it? It's a little trippy. And, but who knows, right? Because energy's always affected by the observer. You are the observer. Your reality is always affected by you. There is no out there happening to you. It may seem like that sometimes. Trust me, I know. But that's victim consciousness. Yeah, but she said, yeah, but he did, yeah, but the guy, yeah, but. Who am I being, and where is my attention? So I want to give you an analogy that I've talked about a couple times, but this is how important it really is. You're like a lighthouse, but you're actually an antenna lighthouse, where what you are thinking and feeling is projected out. It's a frequency, it's a vibration, just like your cell phone. It only has a frequency connected to your phone number. If I called Tommy's number, I'm not going to get you. So even though you can't see the frequencies of your cell phone and all the apps, there's lots of frequencies going on. They're everywhere now because we got towers everywhere. So it's the same idea. You are this walking, talking, broadcasting antenna based on what you're thinking and feeling. The energies, the frequencies are projecting out. Reality has no other job but to reflect it back. Reality is always yes, yes, yes. I'm having such a terrible day. Yes, yes, yes. Because it's just energy always has to match energy. So this is a terrible day. Okay, it's a terrible day. What else can I give you that's going to make it terrible? Wow, this is my best day ever. Great. What else can I give you to make it even better? Or that it stays the best day ever. It's like having a genie. Your wish is your command. But we don't understand that. We don't understand we're the operant power of our reality. Because if they taught that to you, then you'd be empowered, right? And they, whoever they are, don't want that. That's part of the game down here, is how many illusions are you going to fall for before you remember who TF you are and how this reality works. And when you know that, wow, it's like you're experiencing this freedom, this bliss, this joy, because you know you are in charge all the time. You hate your job? Well, you've always got choice. You can look for another one, you can quit, or you can go in with a different attitude. I don't care. I know Bob and Tom and Sue over there, they're gossipers, or they're just always bitchy. I'm going to go in and it's going to be the best day. Everyone's going to treat me the best because I'm going to be everyone's top priority. We're going to get along and everything's going to work copacetic because I said so. And you go about your day. You don't go looking for it. You're the proof because you are your reality. So reality is malleable because everything is energy. And you have to start thinking, well, my thoughts and my feelings are energy too. Even though I can't see my thoughts, you can kind of if you pay attention, if you're not on autopilot. And then your thoughts, when thoughts that fire together, wire together, they're creating an emotional reaction called, well, an emotion, but it's a chemical reaction called an emotion. And it floods the body with neurons. The neurons that fire together, if they're fired a lot, wire together, and they become neural pathways. That's when habits, personalities, programs, beliefs get solidified more so. Okay, so you can change that real fast. I mean, think about it. Have you ever had an event in your life that has impacted you one time? Unfortunately, usually it's trauma, but not always. Not always. What if you took that around, turned that around and said, okay, well, if reality's malleable and I'm the operant power, and I've been kind of riding on autopilot, like those times where you go to work and you get there, whether you drove or on the subway and you don't really recall you getting there because you were so busy up here. Yeah. That's called autopilot, right? When you're more present, you're more clear, you know who you are, what you want, and you decide and you stay there. Reality has to reconfigure itself to match that vibrational frequency, that identity. You were doing it all the time, in and out. But if you want to truly change your reality, because you don't like your job, or your marriage isn't in a great spot, or you're my age and you're questioning, what am I doing? I'm waking up, but what does that mean? And stuff like that. Just get clear. Make a decision. Well, what if I don't feel clear? Every day I'm in my true place doing what I love to do. I wake up and every day my mental is sharp and clear. I can focus because I'm attuned to who I am. I know who I am. And start this different self-talk. And just watch what happens. It really can be that easy. It's simple. Not always easy. Sometimes as we get older, the habits, the personalities, but when you've had enough and you go, that's it, I'm done. That's it. And just like that one time trauma, boom, you can do it the other way with absolute conviction and go, no, this is the way it is now and this is who I am now. And you don't care what the 3D is going to show you because you are the proof. What you say goes. And that's sometimes lag time. Could be take an hour, could take a day, a week, maybe longer. But it will catch up. You have to stay committed and firm in your new decision. Because it's all states of being, which the energetics of the emotional part are different frequencies. And what do I mean by that? If I'm in a state of being that I feel angry, I'm angry. That's a different frequency than I'm happy. I'm just really happy and joyful right now. So what happens is, because that's an energetic, even though we can't see it, a frequency holds information to the field, to what form it needs to materialize into. So like I said earlier, the field, God, creator, source, the one, just says yes, yes, yes. It just reflects back. Well, I'm angry. Okay. Well, that's what you're telling me you are, so I'm going to give you more stuff to be angry about. Cool, is that cool? Oh, now you're really angry. Oh, I got to find more stuff to give you angry about. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, you've had enough. Okay. Okay, what now? Oh, you say you want peace. 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 Okay. I can give you things to show you peace. Yeah, I can. Here you go. Oh, you like that? Good. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You want more? Okay, here's more peace. It's all within. As within, so without. Reality is malleable, and you are the operant power. You are the controller, the programmer, the writer, the dreamer, the coder, the main character. I like operant power because it really lets you know you are the one in charge, and you are. You don't like what you're seeing in 3D? Now, always be responsible, but deny. Deny it. You know, you don't like your bank balance? Deny it. I always have more than enough. I'm always taken care of. I'm not saying go out and spend frivolously. Go and spend up here. Take yourself on a shopping date in your imagination. As within, so without. Make it so friggin' real. Reality has to reconfigure to match it. Find things to be grateful for. Do things and follow the breadcrumbs of joy. Do things that bring you joy. We didn't come down here to struggle and hustle and grind and be lulled to sleep like sheep. The same old Groundhog Day. God, I've gone through stages of that in my life, and it drove me nuts. That's when I was at my worst, because some of us are just creative, and we like stability, but we like a little adventure too. Same thing day in and day out. Wow, here's your 40 years of service. Here's your little pen. Thank you. Good thing we're all different, right? So, and that may be your stick, and that's cool. It's just not mine. So I keep making reality malleable because I like a little adventure. I love being in new places and seeing new things. It gets harder when you have dogs. But reality is malleable. Think of yourself as the potter. You're molding clay. Or like Bruce Lee said, I forget how he worded it, but basically everything is neutral, and what are you going to pour yourself into will take form. So always think in your favor. Think in your favor, speak in your favor, act in your favor, because reality is malleable. And when you think and feel the best about yourself, well, guess what? Reality can only reflect the best back. That's how it works. That's why they, whoever they are, own everything, all the media, the sports, the TV, the advertising, because they're trying to tell you how to think and feel. No. Reclaim your power. Know that you are the operant power of reality. What you say goes, and stick to it, because reality is malleable. With that, I'm going to leave you. If you have any questions, leave them down below. My Work With Me link is getting redone, but it will be up there if anyone's interested in working with me. And I know you're having a great day, because I know you've chosen that, and I'm going to assume it to be true. So thanks for being here.